Hi, welcome to today's math lesson. We'll be rounding decimal numbers. The aim of this lesson is to learn how to round decimal numbers. There are some few vocabulary I want you to take note of. First is the word rounding. It just means making a number less precise than the actual number. For example, Jane was asked a question about 3 different times. Her answers varied in all 3. The question was, how wide is your classroom door? In the first answer, she said 19 centimeters. That was just an estimate. The second time she said, it's 18.60 centimeters. The actual width of the classroom door was 18.63 centimeters. That was the precise width. There are other terms in rounding I want you to take note of. Now, when we say rounding down, what that means is you keep the target digit the same, but replace the smaller digits to the right with zeros. And rounding up means increasing the target digit by 1 and replacing the numbers to the right with zeros. There are 3 success criteria that will help you to round decimals. First, that you can identify the target place value digit. Second, that you can also apply the rules of rounding. And third, that you can even keep digits to the left of the target digit and then cut it off from the rounded place. This time you don't include zeros. There is a rule, kind of a rhyme to use in rounding numbers or decimals. First, you find the place, look next door, 5 or more, raise the target, 4 or less, let it rest. Now, how would we go about rounding this number to the 10th place? The number is 2.67. Now, our first step is to find the place. Now, from the question, it's actually the 10th. Now, this is the unit, and after the decimal is the 10th, and this is the 100th. So we are asked to round it to the 10th. Second step, look right next door. Now, from my target, if I look right, it's a 7. Now, which of these will I apply? Obviously, 7 is 5 or more. So when it's 5 or more, you raise the target digit by 1. So I'm going to raise the target digit from 6 to 7 and then cut it off. So my rounded number is actually 2.7. You can see I have also kept this 2. So it's 2.7. This is a second example, and it's asking us to round the decimal to the 100th. Round the decimal to the 100th. Now, if I look at the number is 0.049. So our first step is to find the place. Now, given the number, there is nothing in the unit, so it's 0. But after the decimal, we have 0 in the 10th and 4 in the 100th. So this is the place. My next step is look right next door. Now, this is my target, and if I look to the right, it's a 9. And now I'm asking myself, which of these will I use? Obviously, is 5 or more. So when it's 5 or more, you raise the target. So I'm going to raise the target by 1. It becomes 0.05. And I cut it off. I don't put a 0 at the end here. Now what I want you to do is to pause the video here and round this number to a whole number. Round this decimal to a whole number. The number is 5.9. We'll look at the answer in the next slide. How did you do? Now you were given the decimal 5.9 to round to a whole number. Our first step is to find the place. Now a whole number it will be the unit here. So this is the unit, it should be 5. Now next is look right next door. Now after this one, right next door is a 9, which is here. Now which of these am I going to use? Obviously is this one, because 9 is more than 5. So I'll raise the target by 1 and cut it off. I'm not going to put any zeros. So actually to a whole number, it is a 6. Now what I want you to do is to pause the video here and go and do the work. S1 will be the mild, then this is medium, and this is hot. Please don't look at the answers before. Do the work first and then you can mark using the answer guide. Now I want you to call a guardian, or if they are busy, you call a sibling. Select one of the questions you really did so well and show them the steps you took. Just as a reflection, were you able to identify the target place value digit? Were you also able to apply the rules of rounding? Were you even able to keep digits to the left of the target place value digit and cut it off from the rounded place? That's not including zeros. If you were able to do all that, well done. You can round decimal numbers.